Airchecks by Radiomania.
Your 90s rewind.
The sound of flame, the sound would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby. Tropical, the island breeze, all of nature wild and free. This is where I long to be, La Isla Bonita. And when the sound of flame, the sound would set so high, ring through my ears and sting my eyes. Your Spanish lullaby.
WBLI. Buster Douglas puts his heavyweight belt on the line tonight. If you weigh the odds, you got to put it against him. Because of his weight, he's beefed up to 246. Evander Holyfield in at a sleek, trim 208. Dollar bill touch tones and your chance at cash coming up between now and 7 tonight on WBLI.
When he came into sight, standing by the road, with no umbrella, no coat. So I pulled up alongside, and I offered him a ride. He accepted with a smile.
106.1 WBLI. That's Phil Collins at 6:20. Your chance at cash in the dollar bill game is on the way. Let's find out what's happening on the roads and the rails. WBLI Shadow Traffic, and here's Dave.
Thanks a lot, Hollywood. Soaring with WBLI in the sky, we've got a great view of the expressway. Now, if you're coming eastbound, it's slow over the county line. You pick up a bit to the Long Island Motor Parkway, but then it's stop and go from the Parkway after 111. You slow it down again through Old Nichols Road and out to Ronkonkoma, and over on the eastbound Northern State. We're still doing pretty well from 110 out to the Vets Merge. Vets and Wisconsin highways both now moderately heavy in through County Center, while 110 and Deer Park Avenue both have delays out to the expressway. Santa Cruz is in good shape to the LIE, and on the eastbound Jericho Turnpike, it's a moderately heavy ride from 110 to the Sunken Meadow Parkway. I'm Dave Monroe with Shadow Traffic on WBLI.
You can't see it, but it's there. Destroying crops, damaging property, threatening the health of millions of people. It's killed all of the fish in more than 300 lakes in the Adirondack region and is now threatening the Catskills. They call it acid rain. It comes from coal-burning power plants in the Midwest, spewing poisonous chemicals into the air, which rain down over New York State. But now, somebody's doing something about it. New York State Attorney General Bob Abrams brought 15 lawsuits pushing the federal government to reduce the pollution which causes acid rain. President Bush, responding to the pressure from Abrams and other environmentalists, proposed a reduction in sulfur dioxide emissions of 10 million tons a year.
This is Attorney General Bob Abrams. I'm leading the fight to stop the poisoning of our precious natural environment. With your support, my fight will continue.
Bob Abrams, the courage to lead. Paid for by People for Bob Abrams.
To get where you're going in the world today, everybody needs some help along the way. Someone who knows their way around. Hundreds of cities, countries, and towns. You need big connection. Continental Express. Big connection. Continental Express. No matter what your direction, Continental Express has big connection.
Soon you'll really fly past traffic on your way out of Long Island. Starting November 1st, Continental Express will fly 6 times every day from Islip MacArthur Airport. You'll fly for little or no cost to their Newark hub when you continue on Continental to any of their over 200 destinations worldwide. Call your travel agent or Continental Express for details.
You need big connection. Continental Express. Big connection. Continental Express. You need big connection. Continental Express.
It was Halloween week at the OBI when Bob Matherson, the owner, made a terrible mistake.
Mike, come quick! I think I made a terrible mistake!
What's wrong, Bob?
Well, I was casually reciting a druid prayer out of this ancient book of witchcraft, and now the dead are walking the earth!
Bummer!
You said it! I would certainly hate it if my patrons were ripped limb from limb just to satisfy the bloodlust of some lifeless killing machines.
Well, Bob, it's Halloween at the OBI. You've got to expect this sort of thing.
I guess you're right, but thrills and chills and excitement, you can't beat the OBI's 3 Halloween costume parties with fun and prizes galore!
This Friday at the OBI, ladies drink free from 5 to 10, plus there's a huge free barbecue from 5 to 10 and free admission for everyone before 10. Dance to 2 live DJs downstairs and a sing-along upstairs. Enter the costume contest and win a $2,000 trip for 2 to Disney World. Second place, $1,000. Third place, $500. Fourth place, $300. The OBI, Jones Beach Causeway, Oak Beach.
The original and still the best Sunday party kicks off at noon with 2 DJs and the best party bands. This Sunday at OBI, where Long Island has partied since 1967. Call 587-0067.
Turn it all around and then try to put it on me.
106.1 WBLI, Long Island's best mix of music. Here's Impulsive, Wilson Phillips at WBLI.
The secret of love, I thought I understood the way it's supposed to be. I never imagined you could blow my theory apart. But now you're running away with my heart. I don't wanna think about it, don't wanna think clear, don't analyze what I'm doing here. Wanna be impulsive, reckless, lose myself in your arrows through hearts, drawn on a misty window, taking me home in the rain. My heart is beating, don't say no. My head keeps saying, take it slow. I don't wanna think about it, don't wanna think clear, don't analyze what I'm doing here. Wanna be impulsive, reckless, lose myself in your kiss. You're giving me a feeling, it's a sudden rush, acting on the moment, spontaneous. Oh, this is not like me. To follow my heart so easily. Reckless, impulsive. I never imagined you could blow my theory apart. But now you're running away with my heart. My heart. I don't wanna think about it, don't wanna think clear, don't analyze what I'm doing here. Wanna be impulsive, reckless, lose myself in your kiss. You're giving me a feeling, it's a sudden rush, acting on the moment, spontaneous. Wanna be impulsive, reckless, lose myself in your kiss. Whoa, impulsive, I wanna be impulsive, I'm gonna be impulsive.
106.1 WBLI, Wilson Phillips, Impulsive at 6:35. Another music marathon kicking off for you in just a few. This is Hollywood getting set to play the dollar bill game with you.
Oh, this is unbelievable.
Who is this?
This is Jennifer Andes,
Jennifer, where you calling from?
Massapequa.
Have you been tightly clenching that $1 bill?
Well, actually, see, I'm trying to get the tape off. I have it taped right to my radio.
Well, get busy, woman.
I am. I got it. I'm so excited. Because I called and I was 15, and then I was 13, and then I was 12, and I thought that this was too early to be 16. I thought you were going to say, sorry, you're losing.
No. Give me that serial number. Hit me with some numbers this time.
Okay, it's B as in Bob,
Uh-huh.
105 186 87I.
You got $106.
I can't believe this.
Just like that.
Excited.
We got another chance to win coming up first thing tomorrow with Rick and Shelley between 6 and 9 on your favorite radio station.
Oh, WBLI.
You grew up listening to his music, watching him on TV, seeing him in concert. Now meet David Cassidy in person. WBLI brings him to Long Island this Tuesday, October 30th.
David Cassidy. He's hotter than ever with a new single, album, and tour. He'll be on the air with Rick and Shelley in the morning. Then you can hook up with David Tuesday evening from 6 to 8 at the Sunbed Mall in Holbrook for a very special autograph party. It's David Cassidy in person from the only radio station with Long Island's most music, bringing the stars to you. 106.1 WBLI.
It's coming. The high price of heating oil is coming with the first blast of cold weather. The oil companies know it. You know it. And we have the solution. Insulate. Insulate yourself now. To meet the coming energy price increases, Riverhead Building Supply has acted quickly and has built up huge stockpiles of Manville insulation. And for a limited time, you'll not only get a great price, there's an added incentive. When you buy 10 rolls of R11, you'll get 1 roll free. Buy 7 bags of R19, get 1 bag free. Buy 10 bags of R30, get 1 bag free. And as always, any quantity, large or small, will be delivered free anywhere from Montauk to Manhattan. And you can take a 5% discount for a COD. The high cost of heating oil is coming, and Riverhead Building Supply will help you insulate yourself so you can keep the heat up and the costs down.
To order any amount of Manville insulation and get free delivery, call Riverhead Building Supply 727-3650. Offer good through October 31st. Isn't it time you found a video store that had the tapes you want to see in stock at prices that won't put a hole in your wallet? If that sounds like your kind of video store, then check out It's Video Time as they celebrate the grand opening of their brand new video store in Islip Terrace this Saturday from 2 to 5. Join me, WBLI's Barry Neal, everyone's favorite Brat Bart, and Raphael as It's Video Time opens their newest location. It's Video Time is more than just a video store. Play their birthday game to get free birthday rentals, win prizes with movie trivia, and play the Vacation Paradise game to win the vacation of your dreams. And nobody beats It's Video Time for low prices. Monday through Thursday, rent 1 video for $2.69, get the second for only 99 cents. Each Sunday, get 3 rentals for just $5. At It's Video Time, they'll even reserve the video you want. It's Video Time in West Islip at 542 Hunter off Udall Road. And join WBLI this Saturday from 2 to 5 for the grand opening of their newest location in Islip Terrace at 3269A Sunrise Highway, North Service Road. Call 277-0707 for It's Video Time.
Oh, these roads. This traffic. Heading west on the expressway, the parkways, it's such a drag. I can't take this traffic every day. There's gotta be a better way.
There is. The employees of the Transportation Communications Union wants you to come back to the Long Island Railroad, our railroad. Give yourself a break from the traffic, the delays, the frustrations of traveling on our roads, and give the Long Island Railroad a chance. It's safer, less expensive, and a more efficient way to travel. Come back to the Long Island Railroad and get away from high gas prices, long commuting hours, and the stress of traffic. And with the recently completed Harold project, the Long Island Railroad has enhanced its on-time performance. Think about it. Your car is no longer a convenience.
It's so frustrating sitting in traffic.
You don't have to. Come back to the Long Island Railroad and see for yourself. For more information on fares and scheduling, call 822-LIRR. That's 822-LIRR. The preceding message was brought to you by the employees of the Transportation Communications Union.
Clouds are moving in, and it's going to get cold tonight. Low only about 43. Clouds in the morning, sunshine in the afternoon, but chilly tomorrow. High right around 50. It's 57 now at the Best on Long Island.
W106 BLI.
Every time I'm telling secrets, I remember how it used to
with a jacked up dress. She's got legs for miles, but her face looks a mess. There's always something for everyone, but love can be suicide. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just what you've been waiting for, and I know it can't be denied. Yeah, can't stop falling in love. What's my heart dreaming of? Who's that falling in love? Is it you I'm thinking of? Hey, rock and rollers, what's happening with you? When you got the itch and I've got it too. It's hard to be a winner every time, but I know you can take it. You can make it alright. It's time that you just can't hide, but I can't control myself. Oh no, no, no. I know what you've been waiting for, 'cause love can't be denied. Yeah, can't stop falling in love. What's my heart been dreaming of? Who's that falling in love? Is it you I'm thinking of? There's always something for everyone, and I know what you mean in my eyes. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I just can't control myself, and I'll fall for it every time. Oh yeah, can't stop falling in love. Yeah, what's my heart been dreaming of? No matter what I think or do, I say, I keep falling into love. Can't stop falling into love. Yeah, what's my heart been dreaming of? Who's that falling into love? Is it you, girl? I'm thinking of. I can't stop falling into love. Ooh, what's my heart been dreaming of? No matter what I think or do, I say, I keep falling into love. I can't stop falling into love.
106.1 WBLI. If you're going to be in the Melville area tonight, stop by Melville Bowl, Route 110, and join the WBLI crew from the morning team and also Scott Miller as we take on News 12 in a benefit bowl-a-thon for Leukemia Society. We'll see you tonight. WBLI.
She's like the wind through my tree. She rides the night next to me. She leads me through moonlight, only to burn me with the sun. She's taken my heart, but she doesn't know what she's done. Feel her breath in my face, her body close to me. Can't look in her eyes, she's out of my league. Just a fool to believe I have anything she needs. She's like the wind. I look in the mirror and all I see is a young old man with only a dream. Am I just fooling myself that she'll stop the pain? Living without her, I go insane. Feel the breath in my face, the wind. Feel your breath in my face. Your body close to me. Can't look in your eyes. You're out of my league. Just a fool to believe. Just a fool to believe. She's like the wind. Just a fool to believe. Just a fool to believe. She's like the wind. Just a fool to believe. She's like the wind. Just a fool to believe. She's like the
.1 WBLI. Stacking up continuous music. We'll do you another music marathon next. At 6:51, here's Dave and WBLI Shadow Traffic, brought to you by your Tri-State Chrysler Plymouth dealers.
On the LIE eastbound, we're easing out of Nassau County, just minor delays over the county line. The volume's clearing up from the Long Island Motor Parkway in towards Route 111, and over on the Northern State eastbound traffic, still a bit heavy from 110 out through Wolf Hill Road. It looks pretty good again out to the Vets Merge, and over on 110, it's not too bad from the Northern State traveling out to the LIE. Side to coast volume looks pretty good now from the LIE to the Northern State, and over on the Southern State eastbound, it's still backed up a bit to 109, and then moderately heavy from Straight Path out towards Deer Park Avenue. LIRR service is on or close to schedule. No problems tonight. I'm Dave Monroe with Shadow Traffic on WBLI.
What a tradition, King Cullen, of savings and quality.
When you go food shopping, you can have it all. King Cullen gives you low prices, well-stocked stores, and courteous staff. Check the savings this week. Absorbent Scott towels, the jumbo roll, just 59 cents with coupon. Stock up on all liquid detergent. The half-gallon container, only $2.19. Plus, Nestle's Quick, the pre-mixed quart container of chocolate or strawberry, only 79 cents. And delicious Marie Callender's dinners. Choose fettuccine Alfredo, fettuccine Primavera, deluxe pasta, or spaghetti and meat sauce. A 14-ounce package, just $2.49. Switch to King Cullen for the low prices, high quality, and friendly service that have been part of our tradition for 60 years. At King Cullen, you can have it all.
King Cullen, a tradition of savings for you.
Get ready for an extravaganza. It's Smithtown Nissan's grand opening and diagnostic clinic. 3 days only. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Spectacular grand opening prices on all cars and trucks. And a complete 27-point diagnostic check on your Nissan free. Repair estimates will be provided. Enjoy free refreshments. Take a look at the brand new 1991 Nissans on display. Wholesalers will be on the premises. Used car appraisals done on the spot. Bring your payment book or title. Bank reps will be on hand for instant credit approvals. So check out our low finance rates. Watch for the giant searchlights in Smithtown and join the grand opening celebration 3 days only. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Smithtown Nissan. 535 East Jericho Turnpike in Smithtown. Smithtown Nissan's grand opening and diagnostic clinic. This weekend. Look for Smithtown Nissan's Newsday ads for more details on their grand opening and diagnostic clinic.
Re-elect the senators who are there.
Senator Ken LaValle runs a commercial that says what a great job he's done. I don't think he's living in the same world we are.
That's Sherry Henry, and she's talking about what happens when someone's been in office too long. What happens when they stop listening. It's what happened to Senator Ken LaValle.
We care about our environment, but Ken LaValle wouldn't vote for the Safe Drinking Water Act. We care about safe streets, but Ken LaValle won't vote to ban killer assault weapons. We care about making ends meet, but Ken LaValle voted for the biggest tax hikes in New York's history, and he voted to raise his own salary. Ken LaValle just isn't listening to us.
It's time to tell Senator Ken LaValle that not listening, that politics as usual just doesn't work. It's time for a change. It's time for Sherry Henry.
Because when I'm in Albany, things will be different. They'll listen to me because I'll be listening to you.
Paid for by Citizens for Henry.
Long Island's most music marathon. WBLI.
You got a smile so bright. You know you could have been a candle. I'm holding you so tight. You know you could have been a handle. The way you swept me off my feet. You know you could have been a broom. And baby, it sounds so sweet. You know you could have been some perfume. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can tell you. The way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do. As pretty as you are. You know you could have been a flower. Your good looks were amazing. You know you could have been an hour. The way you stole my love. You know you could have been a groove. And baby, you're so strong. You know you could have been a schoolgirl. Well, you could have been anything that you wanted to. I can tell you. The way you do the things you do. Alright, the way you do the things you do.